Aloha, dear ones. Welcome to episode 3 of Real Talk Tuesday. So thank you so much for checking back in and following up on what's going on. If you follow me on Instagram, you noticed that there was no Saturday morning farmers market haul, and I apologize. Apparently I got there too late, and by too late I mean 9 o'clock in the morning. I spoke to one of the vendors there, and they're set up and ready to go at 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you're there not at 6, 7, then you're liable to miss all the good stuff, which I did. I had every intention on getting my ginger, my turmeric, all my stuff to make my fire cider, so that I could actually start vending within the next month at the farmer's market itself. But so I missed that. So I apologize. There was no farmer's market haul, but this Saturday, I guarantee I'm going to be there, and maybe I'll have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, but so be it. I'll be there at 6. So stay tuned. There will be a farmer's market haul, I promise. Otherwise, it's been a whole week, and I cannot believe what's transpired in this time. So what's downloaded for me this week has been about receiving, and that's been something that's been really huge for me just over my life, but it's been just turned into turbo speed ever since I've gotten here. I know that receiving is something that's can be difficult to do, I think, especially for women, where we're just natural born nurturers, whether we're caring for children, nieces, nephews, a partner, our pets. We're constantly nurturing as women, and I think that there's this block that we tend to have with receiving. We're so used to taking care of home and kids or animals, what have you, all the things that we take care of, that I feel that as women sometimes we tend to put ourselves on the back burner, and there may or may not be some subconscious thing associated with that surrounding worth. But I know that for me, I've been working since I was 14. I've been very independent. If I put my mind to something, I try to get it on my own, and it's not very often that I ask for help. In other words, also receive. So it's been very humbling in being here on Maui, being so far away from home, and coming here on what I thought was a 2-month vacation, and now it's suddenly turning into I'm just relocating, and being far away from home, not being able to coordinate things on that end. I did have something pretty traumatic happen to me once I got here to Maui. 2 days into my trip, my home in the Bay Area was burglarized. And aside from feeling incredibly violated, I felt powerless. Like, I'm all the way over here. I just got here. I can't just turn around, hop on a plane, and go and examine things and, organize and call law enforcement and, deal with it. I couldn't. I just got here. So I was pretty much left without the option of asking for help and receiving. It's just something that needed to happen. And it was so wonderful to feel and understand that I actually had people that were in my corner. And it was so wonderful to receive that love and receive that support. And as soon as I fell into that place of gratitude of like, wow, here's who's showing up for me in this, moment of crisis when I can't be there to handle something, how beautiful is it for people to be able to drop everything, to show their support and make sure that you're okay and that things are being handled for you on your behalf. Once I felt into that space of gratitude for finding that I do have people in my corner like that, which I think it's easy to forget when you're an independent person like myself and you do everything on your own, you don't rely on anyone else, you like to handle your own business. It's easy to forget that, there's actually people that have your back. Just because you don't, ask for help doesn't mean that they're not there. So it was such a humbling and heartwarming experience to be reminded of that, even if it was through this, particular incident of crisis where my home gets burglarized. I'm 3,000 something plus miles away and I can't deal with it. But it was really just touching, and it filled me with so much gratitude to have these people in my life that were able to take care of me that way and to receive their love. And it not really being an option, things needed to be handled, and here were people that stepped in. So I digress. But when I was able to hone in on that feeling of deep gratitude for the support and love that I was receiving, it made the entire incident rather, the feeling of violation of my home being entered in that way and being burglarized. It went from being this anxiety, traumatic experience to all of a sudden just deep gratitude to know that I have these people in my life. So I just want to put it out there. I think that, as independent people, I'm not just saying, that just women are independent, but I do want to empower women. I do want to let you know, like, it's beautiful and it's wonderful to be an empowered woman. But I think that there's some sort of subconscious association with asking for help, associated with being weak or shame and not being able to take care of something on your own. And I just don't think that's right. I think actually acknowledging your vulnerability and knowing that you need to ask for help or you need someone's assistance, I think that's actually a lot more courageous than trying to take on the world by yourself when it's something that you have people in your circle that can support you, or it's something that can be accomplished with, two heads better than one, that sort of thing. I'd like to just remind folks that, there's no shame in asking for help. And vulnerability is beautiful. Not only does it humble you, but it actually allows other people in your life that want to be there for you, it gives them that opportunity. And I think sometimes we even take that for granted. There's limits to everything. I mean, I'm not saying go mooching off of folks and, rely on everybody else to basically handle your life. No. But I think that, in times of crisis or when we're overwhelmed or when flat out we might not know what to do, I think it's perfectly all right and even more so encouraged to ask for help, reach out and receive. I think especially for someone like myself, again, I'm very independent. I like to take care of all of my things on my own and not rely on anyone or not feel like I'm indebted to anyone for anything. But it really takes humility and gratitude to really receive. And I think that we often as women, I mean, maybe you men do this too, but I really feel like as women, we struggle with receiving. We feel shame, we feel weak, we feel like, well, I should be able to handle that anyways. I shouldn't be asking for people to support me in this way. But I just want to let you know, receiving is absolutely beautiful. And, you can ask for help. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that anything's wrong with what you're doing, or just ask for help and receive and open up to that and just allow it to come to you. And once you receive and you're in gratitude, more things will come your way without you even having to ask for it. So that was kind of a little personal experience. Not everyone knows that, but I figured, it just really resonated with me to share that right now, that, asking for help and receiving is nothing to be ashamed or afraid of. And in fact, I think we should all ask for more help. I think oftentimes it does take a village, and I think that people doing things together, can really accomplish greater things. So that's what came up for me this week, and I wanted to share. And now an update. Oh my gosh. So the resort that I applied with, I got the job. I did my drug screening last week and they're running the background check, just the regular paperwork stuff. But I'm in process of starting this new job at a resort, so I'm really excited about that. And my car, speaking of asking for help, my mother has been incredibly amazing, and she's been stepping in and helping me a lot with this whole transition and helping me move. She dropped off my car today at the Port of Oakland, and it is en route, about to be put on a boat and sail across the Pacific Ocean to come my way. How crazy is that? I can't even fathom and understand that that's happening right now. I kind of would like to see it, see the action of my car being put on a boat and then it just, float across the ocean and come land with me. So that's really exciting. So things are underway. They're developing. A really good friend of mine, she actually ended up moving here for the month. She's here momentarily, but it's so beautiful to still have a little piece of the Bay Area here with me, still helping me transition as I find my groove here. I've also found this wonderful yoga studio. I think I'm coming up on a new addiction, hot yoga. I don't know where I've been. I think I've been afraid of it because I'm very temperature sensitive because of my thyroid. And I've always been afraid of like passing out in hot yoga. And this is actually really working for me here. So I'm excited. I'm finding my flow. I'm meeting more people around the island. And it's just exciting. It's exciting to find myself unfolding and blossoming into this new person that I'm, been given the opportunity to become with this blank slate, fresh canvas of a life here on Maui. Tomorrow I move into my apartment. And so things are really rolling. I'm excited to get to the farmer's market. I really need to start making my fire cider. I'm excited to start vending there. And it's just been incredible. And I'm so grateful for everything that's transpired. And again, for having the opportunity to be reminded that I do have community, whether it's back home, with family, friends. It's been wonderful to see who's been showing up during this time of transition for me. And I'm just beside myself, just humbled and full of gratitude and so much love and excitement to know that I'm surrounded by love, I'm surrounded by abundance, and that I have support. And, somewhere along the line, I admit I forgot. So much has been on my shoulders. I'm such a mover and shaker, and I do everything by myself. And it's just been really beautiful. I forgot that I had people in my corner, and I'm super appreciative. And thank you for being in my corner and sharing however long this is, 10 minutes a week with me, and just listening. And it means a lot to me. And to everyone, I hope that you're out there pursuing your dreams, that you go for whatever it is you're aspiring for, and that you take that leap of faith, because you never know who's going to be there, not so much to catch you, but to support you along the way. And it's beautiful to find out who's in your corner. So go out there, live your life, pursue those dreams, and receive. Let things come to you. Ask for them. And then when they come, don't push them away. Receive them and have no shame. Just have gratitude. Let that fill your heart space. And then go from there. So much love. Love and light to everyone. Mahalo for spending your time with me. And stay tuned for Saturday for the market. And then after that, again, we'll have another episode of Real Talk Tuesday. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Mahalo.